157 pounds. Steve Bleise for the Gophers, John Van Brill for Rutgers. Toss-up match here, TJ.
Yeah, big match for this meet right here between these two. Bleise, coming over from Northern Illinois a couple of years ago, found a great home here in Minnesota, but needs to crack the All-American status here. And Johnny Van Brill coming off a pretty good performance at the Midlands where he placed. So a couple of ranked wrestlers, the kind of wrestlers that are going to meet each other perhaps to see who are All-Americans at the NCAAs. So big match for a lot of reasons. I mean, right there, that was I don't know what Johnny Van Brill was thinking right there, because one, it looked like not a great effort from the underarm spin, and two, hey, if you're going to beat somebody like Bleise, it's got to, going back to what Mitch McKee did such a good job in his match of, was starting out, keeping it basic, and showing you can score from the fundamentals, because if you can't do that, you're not going to beat the best.
Get on the board quickly, another good attack. His second takedown, and that's one thing Bleise loves to do. He loves to go upper body. He can throw you from anywhere, and a lot of times he's in on the legs, and he'll work up, attack the body, and do damage from there. You saw it right there, 4-1. 45 seconds in for Bleise, a four-time state champion out of Chelsea High School in Michigan. He's ranked 9th in the country. A lot of guts and heart against Air Force, broke his hand.
Yeah, you see that left hand there wrapped up, and it was broken. He went ahead and finished the match, then wrestled again.
Wasn't missing that duel against Oklahoma State.
No, and he was basically wrestling one-handed, but I was talking to him, and I saw the hand, and got a big bump on it, but he says it's no big deal.
Throw some dirt on it and get to work. 4-2. Good start for Bleise. His only loss to Josh Humphreys of Lehigh. That match 5-3.
Yeah, as a senior here, Bleise really looking to try to finish strong in 2019. Big heart, good work ethic, and yet still chasing that podium that he came to be a part of. And I was talking to him too, and he just loves being a part of this Minnesota team that he thinks has got a great shot at getting a trophy this year. And you've talked about it, Shane. Minnesota may be the best team nobody's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this lineup, very solid lineup. The bookends we talked about before with Russell and Stevenson. The guys with Russell going in at 125, bumping up, and then with Stevenson coming, you had some adjustments in those top few weight classes, but it's just really coming together nicely.
Yeah, good example right there, talking about new guys make a difference. They're game changers there at 25 and heavyweight.
We'll see
Gable's
Skatska,
a game changer.
who came over from Indiana.
Yep. So, interesting. I've been saying that phrase for all 33 years of doing it. Gable's a game changer, okay? Gable is a game changer, has been a game changer for 50 years in the sport, and now Gable Stevenson, who I'm, named after the great Dan Gable there, is making a big splash, and we are looking forward to that heavyweight. But right now, Steve Bleise and John Van Brill, interesting that the way John Van Brill came out just surprised me there, because right now it's 4-2. It's close, but it looks like he just kind of gave one away when he started out.
Didn't match the energy in that first period.
Right here, kind of a gift. He wanted to make things happen, but a gift for Bleise. But then Bleise, little duck under there, and back to the mat, covering the hips for 2.
Choice went to Van Brill, and he chooses top. Looking to get right back into this match.
That's where he can make things happen, John Van Brill. But consistency, nice job. I mean, Bleise knew he needed to get out from under Van Brill. Drives through.
Double leg there from Bleise.
Yeah, the fight, there's no fight there. Consistency's been an issue with John Van Brill. He was up by 2 in overtime at the Midland and loses, and then last year he was up by 3 with 19 seconds left in the NCAAs, tried to be an All-American and lost. And so, he's got the skills. And right now he's just got to get that confidence and consistency. But right now, Bleise looks like that consistency and that confidence is there for him.
Great urgency on bottom. Wastes no time once he gets the escape. A double leg takedown, did a great job to wrap the legs up as Van Brill tried to roll him through. Another attack from Bleise. He's living on the legs. Goes seatbelt off the whizzer from Van Brill. Bleise up 7-3, 55 seconds here in the second period.
Now, Bleise, he likes to go upper body. We talked about it. He can throw. But right there, when he was in on that leg, I think he could have tightened up the leg, stayed down on the leg, and finished that single leg. He came up, and it's a natural thing to do, especially when you like to throw. But I'm not so sure it was a whizzer as much as just Bleise's decision to come up. And yet, hey, there we are.
And Coach Hagum made that comment in the conference call. He said there are situations when he gets to the legs, we'd like to see him stay on the legs and finish. But sometimes you can't teach a dog new tricks.
30 seconds. Especially when you've had a lot of success at throwing. He's dangerous. Both these guys are. They can make big things happen quick.
We're late second period. There's a stall call on Van Brill of Rutgers. Bleise underhook on the right side, goes over collar tie on the left, snap, fake.
We got blood both guys.
Blood, both guys, so they'll send it back to their respective sides. And you look at Minnesota, TJ, the last couple of decades, one of the top teams in all the country, and looking to get back to where they are accustomed to being in the top 10, fighting for trophies, national championships. Since 1997, they've won 3 national titles. They've been a runner-up 6 times, third 3 times. Great history. There you see the championship banners led by the legendary Jay Robinson.
And they want to get back to where they were in 2014. They finished second and 13, third and second. And they're perennially in those top 10. But they want to get back there in the trophy hunt, which is the top 4. And you take it one at a time. But when you've had a program that at one time, it's won 3 national championships, your eye is on that prize. I'll tell you what, that's what Brandon Eggum is looking at. But he's willing. He's shown he's willing. He's willing to stay and be patient and persistent.
And Minnesota, as much as any team, Tim, in the Big Ten, in the country for that matter, so consistent. The assistant coaches from within the program, they don't go outside too often. Trevor Brandville comes from Wisconsin, but he's the perfect fit for this program. He fits in perfectly here.
I think you're making a great point there. And Luke Becker, who is stepping up there, the shaved head right there. He's been such an important part of this program, as have Donnie Pritzloff on the Rutgers side, coming back to New Jersey, where he's from the Wisconsin program.
Here's the urgency from Bleise.
The legs go in, and nice job. That's one way that you drill to get out. And straight in for the double, freight train double, drives through the hips, eliminates the roll through, and just makes Van Brill quit there as far as the execution of that double leg.
John Leonardis has been with Coach Goodale since day one. A real vision that began 12 years ago in Piscataway. Rutgers among the top teams in the country in season tickets, breaking records year after year. This year over 3,000 season tickets. They rock the rack, no doubt about it.
And a big part of that surge there, obviously, is being in the Big Ten Conference. I mean, you got the best conference in the land, and this was a vision that came before they were in the Big Ten Conference. But the Big Ten Conference makes a difference. It's going to make you tougher at the end of the year because you're wrestling the best throughout the year.
Spoke about it earlier. New facilities being built at Rutgers as we speak. He was our State Farm State of Success, the winningest coach in program history, and rocks the sweater vest as well as anybody in the country. Coming up on BTN, a men's basketball doubleheader. First, Nebraska battles Iowa, then Wisconsin takes on Penn State. Big Ten basketball presented by Jeep. It's coming up right here on BTN and the Fox Sports app. From the mat to the hardwood, here this afternoon on BTN. Steve Bleise began at the University of Northern Illinois with Coach Ludwig before coming over to the Gophers. And he's looked good this afternoon, brings a toughness. We've seen that in this match.
Yeah, he is. And these two, Bleise and Van Brill, have not met before. And right now, both of them are pinners. You look at the high school career of Van Brill, 2/3 of his matches were won by pins. We talked about Bleise's capability of big throws, very dangerous.
Another shot there from Bleise, but out of real estate. You know, one of the objectives of a match, TJ, as you well know, is give that opponent one of the worst experiences of his life. Give him no reason to want any part of you coming back, and Bleise kind of doing that this afternoon.
Well, you make a good point, Shane, because Bleise puts guys in positions that they aren't comfortable in. And that's what he's done so far against Van Brill, made him uncomfortable. You just got to keep it up. Keep coming forward right now. Van Brill kind of slowing the match down, which is in his favor of Bleise not being able to get a major decision, which he was on his way of possibly doing. But right now, the match slowed down enough that it looks like it will probably be a regular decision.
Riding time and on factor. We've had bonus points in the first 4 matches. This one has gone back and forth on the team scoreboard. And after the first 5 matches, Minnesota appears set to reclaim the lead. First duel in the Big Ten for both Rutgers and Minnesota. 4th overall meeting. Gophers trying to make it 4 for 4.
Put your hands on him here. Wrestle, go behind, go behind.
7-3 decision for Steve Bleise for the Gophers as Minnesota takes the lead after 5 matches, 11-9.